Holland America line is looking at other ways to reduce its environmental footprint through new technologies. For example, MS Zaandam is the first cruise ship in the world to be operating a seawater scrubber to remove sulfur dioxide and particulate matter from marine diesel engine exhaust.
There is a big steel chamber, and it's just like a shower who sprays seawater in the opposite direction of your exhaust gases. The seawater makes a chemical combination with your exhaust gases. So you take out all the sulfur, you take out all the particles. The residue is put through a centrifuge and it will be cleaned before it pumps back into the ocean. The result is that your exhaust gases are approximately 98% clean of particles.
Many Holland America Line ships now use biodegradable oils in many lubricating or hydraulic systems on board. While more costly than petroleum-based oils, this eco-friendly oil has a low toxicity to marine life. Most of our guests are here on vacation. And what do people like to do while on vacation? It's not hard to imagine the large amounts of solid waste we can generate in a day. You see where the garbage comes from, but do you know what happens to it? Food waste is collected in the sculleries near the restaurants and galleys. Here it is ground into small particles and mixed with water and sent through a piping system to the waste management room, where it is processed and strained through a sieve to remove the water. It can then be mixed with paper and cardboard waste and fed into an incinerator. It can also be legally discharged at sea under strict guidelines.
The rest of the solid waste is separated into categories: glass, metals, aluminum, paper and cardboard, and plastic. All plastics, including plastic bottles, are taken here for compacting, set aside to be offloaded on shore, or to be recycled in ports that have recycling facilities. Glass items, including bottles, are sent to a glass shredder, which reduces the bottles into small pieces for easy handling. If, however, we're offloading in a port with recycling facilities, we can separate glass items into clear, brown, and green glass for processing onshore. Paper and cardboard can be incinerated, either with or without being mixed with food waste or sent ashore for recycling. Steel and tin cans are compacted and sent ashore for recycling or disposal. Aluminum cans are sent ashore for recycling. The money received from recycling goes into the Cruise Recreation Fund.
Holland America Line has taken a giant leap forward by turning our environmental commitment into action. Our waste minimization programs are designed to reduce the amount of waste we produce, whilst at the same time increasing recycling. The result? We are very proud that over the last few years, total waste on our vessels has been significantly reduced and recycling significantly increased. That's only one way we're putting conservation into action.
Let's look at some other waste streams we manage. To keep our ships in top condition and appearance, we perform maintenance and service on the machinery and structures of our ships. We use a number of chemical products to accomplish this. Paints, solvents, and cleaning fluids are stored in special chemical storerooms and lockers. We've replaced many cleaning products we use with biodegradable and environmentally friendly solutions. Hazardous waste is kept in a designed storage locker until it is delivered to a licensed hazardous waste transporter and taken to a hazardous waste disposal facility for proper disposal, treatment, or to be recycled. This is also the final resting place for dead batteries, which are packaged for recycling ashore.
We now have wet cleaning machines, which use 100% biodegradable citrus and vegetable-based cleaning mediums, eliminating the need to use highly toxic chemicals like perchloroethylene. Burned or fluorescent bulbs that may contain mercury are processed aboard through a mercury vapor recovery unit or stored to be set ashore for recycling. When the toner and printer cartridges run out of ink, they are sent ashore and refilled for reuse. We have replaced photo offset printers in the print shop with high-volume copiers and an environmentally safe toner system to prepare your daily program and other printed materials.
Our photographers use digital cameras and have significantly reduced the amount of chemicals and waste in the photographer's shop. The remaining photochemicals for printing are processed through a silver recovery unit on board and then sent ashore for silver recovery and treatment.
There is one place on board that we hope you never have to visit, the infirmary. But if you do, rest assured all biomedical waste from medical procedures is stored in special, color-coded, leak-proof containers. That includes bandages, compresses, clothing or other materials that may be contaminated by bodily fluids, and sharps like hypodermic needles and surgical instruments. They are all stored here in the infirmary and require special handling by a licensed waste transporter to a licensed medical waste facility. We have also installed digital X-ray equipment, further reducing chemical use and waste.
Our final stop is more about safety than waste management. In the unlikely event of an oil or chemical spill, we are prepared with emergency spill response and cleanup equipment stored in strategic spots placed around the ship. Drills and training are conducted regularly to keep the response teams ready for any incident. As part of our ongoing commitment at Holland America, every month we give ourselves a test. We put each of our vessels through a comprehensive environmental self-assessment completed by each ship's department head, coordinated and verified by the environmental officer, and reviewed by corporate environmental managers. Every year, nearly all of our vessels receive a rigorous internal audit by Holland America Line corporate environmental auditors, and the remaining ships receive a comprehensive internal audit by Carnival Corporation personnel. In addition, a number of our vessels are audited by third-party independent auditors to certify compliance with the ISO 14001 Environmental Management System standards.
We record these audits through specially designed software, documenting our findings and tracking them until they are corrected to our exact standards. It's all a part of our system of environmental checks and balances.
For our company and all of our dedicated employees, the ocean is our home. The ocean is where we work. Keeping the ocean safe and clean is good for the environment. It's good for global ecosystems. It's good for plant life. It's good for animals. It's good for our guests. It's good for our crews, and it's good for business. At Holland America Line, our goal is to be the industry leader in environmental management. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. We're committed to operating our ships safely while at sea to prevent injury or loss of life, to protect the environment and prevent pollution, to ensure a safe, high-quality cruise for our guests, and to continuous improvement in all that we do.
Thank you for taking the time to learn about the efforts we take to protect the environment. There is nothing more important, no greater purpose than safeguarding our guests, crew, ships, and the environment in which we all live. Our success and our survival depend on it. If you have any environmental concerns or suggestions, contact the ship's environmental officer